Oh, is that Mr. Payne?
What's up? What's up? I ain't gotta leave, so I just figured, man, I might as well come in here and piss somebody off with my opinions on this
I love
provocative
it.
ass
I
topic
love it,
that
man.
you
We need that. We
you
need
you
that
picked.
energy, baby. We need
Yeah,
that energy.
you
I
know
ain't
I
got
got
nowhere to
Man,
be, so I
he's like,
figure I'll
fuck
just
all
come and
that
piss
shit.
somebody off.
Motherfucker
right,
gonna give me a sleep machine. That's all right.
right.
That's all they gonna do is give me a motherfucking sleep machine. I ain't got to do no test. Just give it to me.
No, man, I ain't gotta be there till 8, so I'm gonna
Okay.
probably bounce over here about 7, man. So
All right.
you know
Yeah,
that's
man,
it,
that
though.
shit's a bitch, man. I did that the first year I moved out here, man. I did a sleep study test. It's like trying to fall asleep in a doctor's office, man.
Oh,
It's it's
word.
it's a pain in the ass, man. There's no you just on this little ass bed with all this shit hooked up to your head. And
Dang.
motherfuckers in this booth sitting there watching your ass sleep the whole
Are you
fucking night.
serious?
Yeah, I hope you got, man. Did you get some sleeping pills? It's gonna be
Yeah.
hard as fuck to try to just go to sleep with just hearing noises in a fucking doctor's office. It's a pain in the ass because you got all these wires. It's like a fishnet that's on your head, and they got all these wires hooked up to it, and they got shit on your chest, and they put out this goo in your fucking hair so the shit is stick, and they sit and watch your ass all fucking night. Yeah.
Ain't
Hey,
even on the
man.
camera.
They gonna watch you beat
Yeah,
off and fall
yeah,
asleep.
you're on. I mean, you're on the camera, but it's just they even advise us like if you got any type of sleeping medication, whatever, bring it because all you're doing is sitting there and you could just see the people feet walking, at the crack of the door because you're just in this
Oh
small ass room.
shit, man.
Depend
I'm
on where
finna,
depend on where you at. But I did that sleep apnea, that sleep study, and they sit and watch your ass all fucking night. They just monitor your actions, make sure and they're like let you know how your breathing was and when you stop breathing and all that other shit.
Man, I'm gonna take a
And
Benadryl on these
there
motherfuckers.
you go.
Take
Trust,
about two of them
trust.
bitches.
Take a pill, man. It's gonna be hard. No TV, no nothing, and it's just you and your fucking heartbeat.
Oh, they said I can have the phone.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, they said ain't no Wi-Fi, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Shit.
man. Like I said, I went back in '07. That motherfucker was a bitch. They was like, yeah, just go to sleep. I was like, shit, pop me a
Man, can't
little
no motherfucker on earth just go to sleep.
yeah. But what
Man,
happened
I'm about to
was I
download a movie.
scheduled it. I scheduled it right after work. So all I do is
Oh,
come
when you're
home, eat,
tired.
take a shower, and just, I did it on a fucking Friday night. And
Yeah.
yeah, my crazy ass, man. I left. I pulled all that shit off my head and drove home. And I stopped at the store and forgot I had all that goo in my fucking hair or whatever. And Lynette was like, "You stopped at the store looking like that?" I was like, "Looking like what?" She was like, she brought me in the bathroom. Was like, "Look at your fucking head." I had all that shit still up there, man. Like I broke out of fucking jail or some shit, man.
Hell no, I'm about to download me a couple little movies, man. I ain't
Do
fucking
that,
with these
sir.
people.
Do that. It's gonna be
Yeah.
quite boring and out your element. You used to sleeping in your wonderful bed, not the
That's what I
fucking
was telling
doctor's
my wife,
office.
man. I
It's a
don't
pain in the ass.
I'm used to reaching over in this ass I could
Yeah.
grab. You know what I'm saying?
You by
A
yourself
woman I could hug on.
and you got strangers sitting over there watching your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
man.
weird. It's I drove myself there and whatever, and I was like, hey, this sucks. I was like, this shit fucking sucks. Like
Oh,
we couldn't do this shit at home or something, Give me something, give me the machine. But yeah. And in the
right.
end, the doctor was just like, you could clear all this shit up, motherfucker, if you lose 15, 20 pounds. You'll be
Right.
fine.
You would be here, motherfucker, if
Yeah.
you could stop with
All
the
you do is lose
cupcakes
some
and you
fucking
wasn't
weight.
dying 400 times a night.
Yeah. Just lose some fucking weight. You'll be all right. It's like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
go. Good luck to you. Take your test and get home
Appreciate that, my
safe.
brother.
Yeah, I wish it was on something after like you get off work or whatever, so you wouldn't be so fucking up.
Oh,
You
I
know.
ain't that up. I
Okay.
was fighting it to go. Man, I took my daughter to Muay Thai and was in the car like, gotta go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Gotta go to sleep tonight. Yeah, man.
Where that Jay Driz? Where Jay at?
Shit, I don't know. Um, and somebody want to text him? Shouldn't.
Yeah.
Let me see, man.
Just ask up see if he was still shaking and baking.
And nigga maybe in one of them 428 um
Deaths.
deaths.
Man.
I
like,
die 100 times a minute.
Nigga, this ain't a contest.
Right.
So
This
you
ain't
know
that.
this ain't don't nobody get points for that, homie.
I died 497 times in the whole night. So you're a bad motherfucker to keep coming back.
He is. He is.
You came back to
Yes.
racism 487 times, nigga.
Yeah, hopefully. Shit. Whoo.
That old man.
Right.
I am old as shit. I'm
With
out of
your
my
old ass,
element,
what-
man. I
what
need
you
to be
do?
back on the beach, bro. I should be in waist deep fucking hot blue water right now, and I'm not. I'm in Ohio.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
He went from the beach to Ohio.
To Ohio, just like
I
that. Just got snapped back and was like, "Yeah, I don't even like these kind of beach, these fucking lakes. Fuck you
Right.
and your lakes. I'm an ocean man now."
Yeah.
And it ain't nowhere in Ohio that can make up for that. Like,
No.
maybe it's a
No,
cover me. No.
Mm-mm.
He kept driving up to McKeesport to see some water. Lake Erie.
Oh man, you know what's so weird is like I quit drinking a couple of months ago, and it is so strange to watch people get drunk around you and you're not drinking. Like that is the weirdest thing in the world.
You talking to Ob? You talking to Ob about that? That's his. He's our certified double D. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's something else. You watch people go from normal to asshole.
Yeah.
See what you used to be.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's like, I didn't know how much this person talked. I didn't know how, maybe because we were all fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big difference, man, between being drunk and motherfuckers, smoking,
Right on.
Because I used to be with the dudes who smoked, and it's like, dude, what are you smoking? Because every time you smoke, you like nod off like it's heroin. It's like, God dang.
Nigga, I got a cousin. Every time he smokes, like he dies. I seen this dude just fucking. We were smoking at his house, man. And dude took a hit, right? And I'm sitting here watching him. He going like this. Them eyes roll back, and I'm sitting there like, dude, you okay? And you know how big man is.
Yeah.
Dude fell over. Was like, oh my God, this guy just died.
It hit him.
OD'd on that shit.
On that ooh-wee. But yeah, man, I never got the concept, man. Like you smoke and you out in these streets or whatever, and you smoke until you fucking pass out. You know what I mean? Like the corner of the car, somebody's couch. You just get tired of hanging with dudes. Like, man, all you do is fucking smoke and sleep.
Yeah.
And I gotta wake your ass up when it's time to roll out. I was like, dude, if shit pop off, you know what I'm saying? We jammed up because I gotta wake your ass up.
You shaking this motherfucker. Like, wake up, man. Wake up. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Drizzy?
What happened there?
Yeah.
All right.
Happy belated birthdays to our brothers, man.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh,
Boys Day.
Yeah. All these old motherfuckers up here now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah. Welcome to middle age, homie.
There you go.
No, thank you.
Welcome to middle age.
You can have that.
All right, man. Fire us up, man. We only got old payments for a little bit, man. Let's get into it.
Oh shit. All right. Let me find a button.
Find the fucking music.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take
Eddie P. The Drip Thing.
That's right. You're now rocking with the best Youngstown Zone.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3
Death
the
Ride
hard way.
Production.
Thank God, Eddie P. 3 the hard way.
Eddie P. Featuring the man in the mid who explains the man in the mix. Jay Goddamn Drizzy. And you are now listening to the legendary sounds of Beat Down Motherfucking Brown.
Like we always do about this time.
Anything that comes out of my mouth, Quartermaster's mouth, or Drizzy's mouth do not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. Ed 209. 2022's very own Mr. 100 Proof Man himself, Mr. Ed 2020. For you night owls out there, Mr. Turn off the motherfucking lights. And you know him and love him. 1/3 of 3 PMD's very own, Youngstown's very own, DJ LOH on the ones and twos very own high value man, Mr. Eddie motherfucking Coppola. Rest in peace to K Slay. Shout out DJ Clark Kent, DJ O Money, Red Alert, the Pioneer Pavilion, and all that Youngstown shit. Let's fight this motherfucking evil.
One more shout out to the late great DJ Screw. It was DJ Screw Day yesterday.
Yeah, man.
You know, let's stay screwed up. So
yeah.
Shout out to Screw.
Yeah.
Shout out to H-Town.
You get it when you hear that shit down there. You like, all right, I kind of understand it.
Yeah,
Was
first
giving
time
me
I
a
heard
headache
it, I was
before.
I was like, man, could you turn this shit off, man? It's some demonic shit, you know.
Yeah,
but then you start saying,
flow.
yeah, it's a genre. You know what I mean? It's not just you know it's its own genre, and you got to respect.
Absolutely.
It. So
absolutely.
Shout out to the late great.
Yes, sir.
DJ Screw Day. June 27th. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, man.
Screw Day.
Let's get in, man. Let's get in. Let's lock in.
All right, man. Hey, before we get started, I have a TikTok PSA for you brothers.
What's up?
I got my attention, and I was like, you know what? Let's go on the show.
Your case gets put on the docket to be tried. You're gonna go do your homework on the judge. Judges by profession are typically lawyers. So once you know what judge is gonna be trying your case, you're gonna go find out what law school he went to, whether or not he was in a fraternity, and what class he was in. You're gonna then use that information about the judge to cross-reference defense attorneys that practice in his courtroom, and that will be the attorney that you retain for your case.
Oh,
real shit.
Life hack.
Oh,
yeah.
People with street smarts, what is your most street tip?
Here's some words of advice to keep your ass out of jail if you ever get caught up on a felony case. Once your charges are accepted and your case gets put on the docket to be tried, you're gonna go do your homework on the judge. Judges by profession are typically lawyers. So once you know what judge is gonna be trying your case, you're gonna go find out what law school he went to, whether or not he was in a fraternity, and what class he was in. You're gonna then use that information about the judge to cross-reference defense attorneys that practice in his courtroom, and that will be the attorney that you retain for your case.
Yeah, he done been behind the wall, you know.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
He been in that law library.
But if you've been in a courtroom, not even the one you go, if you've been in a courthouse, not even a particular courtroom you're going in, pay attention to who's rushing to be in these empty courts. Just lawyers going back there to sit with the goddamn judges. You know, we used to wonder why we would see lieutenants and shit flocking to battalion. We'd be on CQ, and these lieutenants would be up there with the fucking commanders, lieutenant commanders, and come to find out they're kissing ass to get promotions. That's why they there so late.
Yeah.
Same thing is going on with these lawyers and these judges, man. These motherfuckers is on the golf courses together and all kind of other shit.
Yeah,
it's all the game, man.
They're doing wink and nods on like, dude, I don't really want to be here. Let's get this case over with. Can we plead them out?
Right.
You know, do we even have to go through this? Can we, you know, half the stuff, you know, these guys don't know their rights and they take the first thing that the public defender gives them, you know, and and the prosecutor is like, hey man, I'll cut it in half, you know, even before you even sit down. You know, you didn't got maybe 2 to 5 years off your sentence just because of the relationships. But what he was saying is, hey man, that's some sound advice, man.
Absolutely.
Fucking life hack.
Yeah. For the courthouse. Damn.
That's a life hack for your ass.
No
shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to
sir.
DJ LOH on the ones and twos. Okay, can't forget the DJ.
Yeah.
So, all right, man.
What we got, man?
Man, that abortion shit.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, in the land of the free.
You didn't have to
must
just
have
label,
that baby.
You did not just put that up there like that, man. That is too wow. Okay, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Roe v. Wade, man, overturned. There you have it. It's not like it's like somebody announcing a right punch is coming. You knew it was coming. This is what the whole setup was from Orange Julius. I mean, and this is just the beginning.
But this is the thing, man. We got a two-party system. You know, you can, argue libertarians, independents, and all that, but we got a dominant two-party system, and it's gonna go one way or the other. All right, and these motherfuckers ain't hit their hand on this shit since before I was born. They always wanted to overturn this shit.
Yeah.
They just happen to fucking win. You know what I'm saying? Before I go into it, you know what I mean? What you guys got? Because I want to, yeah.
It's like I said, we live in a country where guns have more rights than female bodies, you know?
Oh, hey, look. Stop it.
Look, I'm just saying, man, as far as look who sided on this. Like I said, nobody, that has the equipment we have should even have a say.
Exactly. I disagree with that. Go ahead, Cuddy.
Hey, look, abortions are things that should be between you and your fucking doctor.
That's
it. That's it. I think in the land of the free, you should be able to decide what the fuck happens to your body. At what point do we start calling Christianity fucking Sharia law in America? At what point?
Well, American law was based on Sharia law. That's so ironic.
Yeah.
The Bible's not protected as a holy book, but the Quran is.
Listen. The Christian shit is a scapegoat for other shit that's going on. Okay, we heard a sitting congresswoman sit up here and say this is a victory for white life. Okay, and I was one that, I was one for.
So true. Yes,
I was one for a minute who thought the bitch did stumble because she fumbled with the words, but whereas they was trying to say she was trying to say this is a win for the right to life. I think the bitch stumbled because she was nervous to actually say that shit out loud, and she went ahead and said because nobody missed the beat, and I saw some ignorant Negroes in the back clapping. It was like 3 black motherfuckers back there. I counted, but this is my thing. I'm gonna preface this real quick with. Hell no, I think this is wrong. I think that nobody should tell a woman what they should do with their body. But at the same time, here's the other thing. This shit is on women. When we go back to Orange Julius, everybody wanted to blame black folks for this motherfucker getting in office, and nobody called out that 60-something% of white women that fucking voted for that man. When we talk about this shit right here, everybody knew Clarence Thomas wasn't shit, and now they making him the face of this shit. When you had a fucking woman sit up there and vote in favor of this shit, Amy Coney Barrett. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was Orange Julius, another handpicked.
Right. But she's fuck that. She's still a woman. We talking about this believe all women, women's rights, all this shit. Clarence Thomas is well known for not even having his own opinion. They said in 20 years, you barely heard him say shit. He would always default to whatever Scalia would say. And Scalia was a fucking bigot.
Yeah.
But to say that men don't have a say, everybody got a say in what the fuck men do. There was a better way to go about this if they wanted to do something, but we live in a world where women say you can't tell us what to do with our bodies, but then you can do whatever the fuck you want without my say so with my DNA. If you don't want the baby, you can get rid of it, put it up for adoption. You got all of these fucking means of birth control. If I want a baby, I can't even negotiate with you with that shit. Kill the unborn, but kill the living. What? Kill the unborn, but kill the living. Okay, so anyways, shout out to you, homie. But when I said, dude, you can't negotiate with that woman. If she want to get rid of that baby, she getting rid of it. You got men paying for babies that aren't even theirs, and the courts know the shit, but because he married to that woman. And people say, oh, well, you know, take a DNA test. You got dudes that ain't even fuck with the court, say these women still don't allow them to see their children, you know, at all. You got men whose children got step parents that's fucking and molesting them, and the woman know what's going on, but she still won't let that child see their kid. You understand what I'm saying?
Watch
So,
a lot of Lifetime. No,
that's how you know how we spend our Sundays. Stop
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. How often do you hear these stories about? And this don't matter the race, but I meant to say, do not kill the unborn, but kill the living.
Huh?
Right on, David. So,
I get what he's saying, man.
What he's saying?
You know, with abortion, here we are killing babies, but everybody has such a hard stance on abortion, but when it comes to capital punishment, you end up killing grown ass men. You could have a completely different stance.
And I'm glad he
assistant suicide. But
see, it's different. It's different vantage point, because somebody said, so we gonna cry for these kids in Uvalde, but we ain't gonna cry for these babies that get tossed in a juicer every other week. See what I'm saying? So this shit is a lot on women. Women sat up there with this sexual liberation and they can do what they want to do. Another thing, you got people like, oh, you know, black people, all the black babies. Well, black women ain't the only ones aborting black babies. There's a lot of little girl next door bitches to go to college and experiment. And because they know they can't take that baby back to Idaho.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying?
There you go.
They go juice that motherfucker and put it in the ninja.
But what about this so-called taking personal responsibility?
Who?
I'm talking about for the female or whatever. It was anybody in that situation. You know, you don't want to be bringing up kids on the system and wearing down the system and, you know, on taxpayer dollars. But when they say, you know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and take personal responsibility, this is the epitome of taking personal responsibility.
But you see how they play word games with us? It's kind of like, oh, you can't tell a woman what to, like, okay, hypothetical situation. Woman gets sexually assaulted. What's the first thing they say? Oh, at no point should you question how she was conducting herself or what she was wearing. Trayvon Martin was killed. They pulled up pictures with gold teeth. Oh, he had a do-rag on. Oh, he wore this. Did the same with Mike Brown and every other young blood. So it's okay to see these questions and shit are okay for certain people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you. If motherfuckers was accountable, then we wouldn't even have to worry about this. You know what I'm saying? If contraception and all this shit, we wouldn't have to worry about this. But I think it's exactly what Homegirl said it was. It's about white life.
We'll see. We'll see. Now, but it's this whole thing is just the beginning, because they talk about now for these females who will leave their state to go have an abortion, but when they come home, they can still get prosecuted.
You gotta fucking love freedom.
let me see what I'm saying? You will go across state lines, get the job done, and come back home, and somebody be like, you know,
I mean, this is fucked up on so many levels, because, you know, it don't matter if the woman is raped, incest, none of that shit. This is, I'm telling you, these three motherfuckers must have been with them horde of hillbillies January 6th, because that's where this thought process fucking comes from. You know what I'm saying? The fact that
it was what you say, it was law way before we even touched any of our mother's water broke.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now they come and like, oh, we got to right this wrong.
Right. Now, this is
there's nothing wrong with it, you know, but it's your conservative Christian values.
Right.
Bump heads with this. That's all it is.
And my thing is, fuck them. You can't force somebody to do what you want them to do, which is happening. This shit is on the people. This shit is, are the people going to say? Because you don't have to do what these motherfuckers say.
True, but you could get prosecuted because no, motherfucker that will come and be like, hey,
individually, yes, individually, absolutely. Yeah. But I'm saying, if all the motherfuckers who had a problem with this, especially since it looked like ain't nothing gonna happen to these motherfuckers from January 6th, if everybody took their ass, you know, down to that fucking trap house in DC and said, "Hey man, nah, homie, we agree on what these, that's just pen and paper. We agree on what these motherfuckers say. These people ain't no more important than anybody else. And also, isn't the whole thing about this is it states' rights now?
Yeah. And move to each individual state.
Then this is gonna make motherfuckers get out there. Exactly.
We'll see. Like I said, we'll see, because you know, we've been known to be like, okay, we didn't get punched in the mouth a couple times, and you know, we just sat back and like, you know what, we just need to reach across the, you know, party line and
absolutely, you
know, and go through all that bullshit. But
that's all they
do. Motherfucker
ain't
throwing a hand out to shake your hand. He's throwing a right cross.
Right.
Every time.
But for some odd reason, the Democratic Party is just like, yeah, we gotta have bipartisan.
Yeah. And again, let's go to
Mitch McConnell. Go ahead.
We were talking about these, you know, these judges. I'm a strong believer in we need to do something about this lifetime appointment.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about these term limits.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to be having these lifetime appointments, man. Term limits. You got term limits on the White House. You know what I mean? Why not that part of the, you know, the U.S. government?
Society changes every 10 years. These motherfuckers should sit in office no longer than 10 fucking years. And my thing is this: they need to face the same election process as everybody else.
Yeah.
All of this shit, because when you leave it up to a president, you leave it up to this motherfucker's biases, his personal beliefs, his religious beliefs, his prejudices. You leave it up to him to find somebody that thinks exactly the fucking way he does, versus letting the motherfucker get up there and sell themselves to the
everybody.
American,
to everybody.
Term That's limits. What it is.
Term limits, not just we sit up there and wait. You know, what was that? Ruth Bader Ginsburg sat there and was like, "I'm trying to just hold on until, you know, the election's over," and you know, her body fucking gave out. Shit.
Well, everybody
was 115 years old.
A lot of motherfuckers is saying that a lot of this shit could have been avoided had she stepped the fuck down. But see, they played the shit out of Obama. They played the fuck out of Obama and then turned around and did the exact same thing that he held the seat.
Yeah, they held that seat. Like, no, we're not gonna do nothing to the election. Like, dude, we got like 6 months. What are you doing? That was the magic, you know, Moscow Mitch did that shit. Man, and that's why he's the most powerful, not the person in the White House. That dude, his policies, shit. When it's all said and done, and they look at his resume, quite impressive. Even if you don't like the dude, his resume is quite impressive.
Who was that?
Mitch. Mitch McConnell.
Let me tell you something.
Even if you don't like him, you got to respect. You got to respect this gangster. You got to respect this gangster.
Let me say this: him, Joe Manchin.
Yeah.
You got. Hey man, you can't fuck with these people, man. Yeah. That turtle been up there like punking the shit out of motherfuckers the whole time. Remember what's my dude name that passed away? His daughter is on The View.
Oh, John McCain.
When John McCain voted that shit down and he came out with the cups.
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell, they showed his face. He looked like pussy. I should come slap the shit out you.
Mitch McConnell looks like, remember on the Muppets, he looked like Beaker. Like Beaker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're right. When John McCain did that thumbs down, the last vote, Mitch was like, hilarious. You motherfucker.
Right.
Last minute. You just a rhino, you bastard.
When the next time you going to lunch?
Yeah.
I want y'all to put a little something in this tuna sandwich.
Yep.
Hey, you know, outside of oh no, yeah, please, Drizzy, please. Okay, so outside of
y'all niggas sit up here talking like we got a dog in the fight, and it's killing me inside.
I know. We gotta talk about the players that's on the field.
Listen, Drizzy, before you go, Drizzy, it's not about a dog in a fight. This is just commentary for the show, because I'm fucking with you. That's what I'm saying. They making Clarence Thomas the proxy, and they ain't paying no attention to the other 3 motherfuckers that voted on this shit.
Oh, because they already know. That's what they were there for.
Yeah, but they
we know that's what they're there for.
This is my thing. These motherfuckers acting like Clarence Thomas been pro-black. Like this motherfucker was up in there with a goddamn Mandela t-shirt on under that goddamn gown.
Nah, he's not wearing no kente cloth no time soon.
No,
the thing is,
brown panties on.
What they gonna get him on is, this like I said, they're not gonna stop there, because now you got the the LGBTQ community getting up in arms because they got a funny feeling they're gonna come after their rights, and what's tied with their rights is that Loving versus Virginia.
That's they're gonna take the balls off the women again.
That part, yeah.
We're gonna have ballless women again.
Yes,
man,
but listen, that's what's tied. What they used to pass that was the same law they used for interracial marriage, and we know who Clarence is married to, and that's why they're saying, "Hey, homie, you better watch yourself because they might be coming after your household."
They're not doing that. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because Mitch got a whole Asian woman. He got a whole geisha up in his household, and a lot of them do. It ain't just goddamn Clarence Thomas.
But they, because like you said, they're making him the poster child for this, because finally, this is the first time we ever heard him speak since the Anita Hill trial. Shit.
Yeah.
And it's just
don't think that shit ain't still over his head. That's why it just popped up recently.
For
Go ahead, Drizzy.
His wife's commentary on January 6th.
Oh, God.
What did she say? Somebody. What did she say?
That's the distraction and the detraction from that. Yeah. But honestly, okay, look.
What did she say, bro?
Man,
she said she was looking forward to her time. I don't even want to
go off into her.
Go ahead.
I don't even want to get off track. Sorry, but yeah, it's all right. There's a doctrine in every state, and every man needs to be aware of this doctrine, and none of us are educated on it from outside sources. It is called the doctrine of parens, Parens, patria, Patriae, I believe it, or patriae. And parents patriae is a doctrine that says that the state is your daddy. Make no mistake, that's how they have legal jurisdiction over every child that's born within the confines of the state. This is opening a can of worms, and I'm kind of, I hate to say it this way, but I'm glad it happened. Because if they can take a woman's right to choose away, there's things that's going to come up like child support, spousal support. There's going to be other issues that trickle down from this decision that is going to bring other things into question.
It's going to be, like I said, other things going to trickle down and trickle up, like adoptions. Do adoptions, now that abortion is illegal, you think adoption is going to go up? And it's already been a disaster with Black and brown kids in the system, period.
Yep.
They're the last ones to go.
Yeah.
And gas prices going up. How they going to travel to a different state and get, and get that kind of time off from work, to recover, instead of going downtown. Now they got to go to they got to go to New York.
Hey man, I firmly believe that this whole abortion thing is because the dwindling number of white kids being born.
That's what Bob led with. That's what Bob led with.
Yes. But nobody finds it weird that we're not teaching masturbation in schools. No, I'm dead serious.
Dude,
that's serious. Like my great grandmother told me, you learn how to jack off, wash your own clothes, cook your own food. You'll never need another person. Like, you'll always be good. Why doesn't anyone teach masturbation in fucking school? We teach them everything else. We teach them that women have nuts now, but you won't teach nobody about fucking masturbation.
Let me say this.
I mean, jacking off is the safest thing that the safest sex you can have in 2022, because pussy comes with dicks now.
Let me say this. Let me say this. It seemed like in this whole thing, they even made concessions for incest and rape.
That was their whole case with the, that's the whole thing with the good book. That was God's will.
But dig it. So this is what I'm saying. These white women voted. That's why I say you gotta look at them. They ain't trying to increase the number of nobody else's life. This woman specifically said for white life. So
Yes.
what's gonna happen when these motherfuckers go out there and when these white dudes go out there and raping these white women all willy-nilly and shit?
It's not
They
even
already ain't doing nothing to these motherfuckers now. That's why maybe this has all been in the works. Why you see these young white dudes getting 6 months probation, a year probation, no jail time, and then the fucking girl even later on, I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm gonna write a book and get a couple dollars.
Well, what happens when the boss, start getting caught up in the hen house, and he can't take the side chick to go get fixed?
No.
That's when shit hit home. When dad steps out, corporate dad steps out, and he can't take the secretary, to go get fixed. It's all gonna come back home, man. You just can't just stop after what 50 plus years of law, settled law. Yeah, okay, we'll see how that goes.
There's a lot of studies coming out about the recent medical treatments we have all had lowering sperm count. All right. And who was the biggest group of people that was out there talking about you ain't sticking me with that shit?
Yeah.
White folks. Okay.
Yeah.
We are going to see a boom in white children coming up.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Again, because
because
white folks wasn't fucking. That was the whole thing. They just wasn't fucking.
That's not true either.
Right. Listen.
There's a whole nother scientific aspect that we got.
Jews, I think I know where you're going, but like I said, there ain't gonna be no fucking boom in them. There ain't no boom now. It ain't like they stopped fucking.
It's not gonna happen there. They never stopped fucking. They never slowed down fucking.
Right. Then you got to think about the number of incel motherfuckers, red pill motherfuckers going their own way that don't even want to deal with half these bitches because they swear that they better than a man, and the only thing a man can do if they want to be with him is be into some kind of fucked up servitude. You can take care of me and everything else and pay my bills, but that's it. Don't expect me to do shit, even appreciate it.
What you got on your chest, Drizzy?
Get it off, Holmes, because I gotta go.
Obvious.
Get it off.
The biggest injustice of abortion laws is forcing poor people to produce children that they don't want, aren't fit to take care of, or can't see a future for. And you have a whole nother generation of slaves because they'll be raised by the state. They don't give a damn about adoption, foster care, any of these other things. These are just numbers to them. Mm-hmm. And for the longest time, we've just been food for them anyway. The true draconian nature of these people is starting to show, and they're not hiding it any longer.
Drizzy, I'm about to add on to this because I got like 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna bounce, man. I wish I could have hit the young man Everett, rest in peace, because it's a lot to that story. I'm with you, bro. I don't think no numbers are gonna boost. What I think is when they see that this shit ain't affecting the numbers, we won't. They'll secretly get abortions. Absolutely.
Yeah, the rich always do.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, like somebody said that, and see, somebody just said that the other day. They can afford to do what the fuck they want. Even these lawmakers. It's like people said, you motherfuckers got a whole army protecting y'all with weapons, but y'all want to dictate to us what we can and can't do with weapons. But my thing is this: ain't finna be no fucking boom with them. What's gonna happen is it's about to be anarchy when they see, like, damn, our numbers ain't going nowhere, and they gonna keep tinkering and fucking with everything.
Yeah,
my Cuddy got the right fucking idea, and it would be cool if every one of us could do it. If every one of us could just up and relocate, because it's gonna come a point. It's gonna come a point when our people gonna have to get down and dirty and gonna have to start fighting and making some serious decisions. Because every time some shit go on, it always come back to us. This decision come back to us. Trump was elected, come back to us. Fucking what was it? It was just something else here recently, but it come back on us. Every fucking thing they always blame the shit on us.
Before you go back, I mean, I just want to say this with you present because I want you to be in. I wish you could be fully in on this, but all right. So one understanding: the only person whose opinion matters on that panel that he has up on the screen right now is Clarence Thomas, and that's because he represents the de jure people of the land. He represents the appearance of the original Supreme Court and all the councils prior to a certain year and time period, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But
this motherfucker
Orange
is
Julius, as you keep calling him, was the only one who acknowledged and recognized our real identity. He stated it constantly over and over. He was a friend to us during the 80s. In the 90s, he was a bit indifferent. In sort of 2000s, of course, he followed an agenda because he was an actor at that point. But he made reference to draining the swamp. And I want to make this statement publicly because I've not heard anyone deal with it, touch on it, tap into it, anything. The word moor, when you look it up, means a marshland or a vast wasteland or a swamp. So when he was talking about going after draining the swamp, he's going after the crooked Moors in government, because it's a term we don't often hear unless it's popularized by debate within our own community or an identity that someone assumes or has now become aware of in history. But let's talk real talk. The Whiggamore Party was one of the founding parties of the political system in this government.
The Whigs.
The Whiggamores. They dropped off the Moor later. But the wigs that they wore were in emulation of the curly-headed men whose places that they planned to take and eventually did. And so when we're dealing with this whole abortion thing, you're talking about producing more slaves. I'm telling you, you can look at all the other angles, but bottom line is the rich will continue to discard with their offspring as they choose and maintain the wealth. And they will keep those who are in the impoverished position without a choice or an option other than to buck up, you know what I'm saying, and pull up the old bootstraps, even though they don't have boots, as Dr. King pointed out.
Facts.
Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, love y'all, bros, man. Wish I could be on the other ones, man.
Gotcha.
Me too. We do
real
too.
quick on the thing about the young man. Just remember, old girl changed her story a few times. There was witnesses that said it didn't go like she said. They also said she was trying to make it like it was just him and her out there.
Yeah.
But it was others. Also, she knew for a fact her people didn't like black folks. And she used that young man.
Let all be our transition. We done
Okay.
blew a whole bunch of time on this. We know what it is.
Yeah.
Let's transition over to what Brother Hobb was just talking about. So
love y'all, brothers. Y'all kill them, man. Peace.
Go be safe. Bro. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace.
Okay. You got a quick second, man? You could do a quick. Oh, he gone. Okay. I was gonna say do a quick rundown.
Yeah, that sleep ain't waiting for you. That sleep ain't waiting for you. You gotta go.
Get your ass in that bed.
Hey, that bed ain't gonna be there all night. Gotta run.
Yeah, man. College basketball player. Right? He went home with the girlfriend and didn't come back. You know, went to go visit the white girlfriend. And where was she based?
Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho.
Yeah, the body of a Louisiana college basketball player has been recovered after he disappeared while rafting in an Idaho river. So Everett Roman Jackson, 21-year-old sophomore forward from Louisiana State University, Eunice, was pulled out of the Payette River after falling into the water from while rafting with his girlfriend on June 11th. But there's some shady shit behind this, huh?
Apparently, man. The backstory is that the girl knew that how her family felt about, I guess, interracial mingling, and she decided to invite him home. And it's like, come on, my man, it's kind of a red flag. I'm sure she told you, hey, man, I got a couple relatives who may not be as liberated and as free as you and I, but why don't you come on home? I mean, you just move a little differently. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. It's like it seemed like a setup from the jump, man. Fellas, your thoughts on this one?
This is the first I'm hearing about this. When you sent it to me. And from my perspective, this is the same shit that keeps happening over and over again. We're reliving the same story.
Got you.
Yeah, time and time again. Stop doing the shit. Stop going out of state. with your white girlfriends or white boyfriends, nigga, you're gonna end up missing. Learn from this.
Yeah. I mean, somebody, his folks, his teammates were like, "You going where? By yourself? How long?"
Yeah.
You know, none of those questions. You know, I'm sure. Hopefully, he was in touch with his folks. It was like, why? You know, I just didn't get it. And like you said, man, when you know, Brother Ob sent this saying, you know, we need to speak on it. And I was like, dude, it's the same story, man. It just change the names.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I knew what happened. He went down there and, you know, he came up missing in a, you know, rafting, inner tubing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there was some shenanigans going on behind that, man. You know, and like he said, the story changed 3-4 times. It was just them. Now it's a, you know, it was a family activity. But my thing is, what's done is done. Now we got to follow, you know, now we got to actually follow the story and see where it leads, how this plays out. If it's going to get buried, you know, but this, like you stated, Tank, this isn't new.
Yeah.
This isn't new. This is the same shit that keeps happening time and time again. It's like, man, quit falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah. Stop going to college. That's the other thing. Stop fucking going to college. You know, like,
and he's in Louisiana, man. It's not like Louisiana is sweet. You know, then you go to Idaho.
Hey, man.
Idaho.
God, man. I feel sorry for this young brother if there is some dirty shit that surrounds his death. God damn it. Yeah, he's not going to get justice here in America. We are going to see this again, probably very soon.
We're not saying you shouldn't date outside your race. We're saying just be mindful that you're dating outside your race.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. Just keep it a buck with who you with. That's all. Just know where you're going, man. You got to know how to navigate these waters, man. Everything ain't sweet. Just because she gave you an invite don't mean it's, you know, everything's on the up and up. Idaho.
This reeks of Get Out. It really does.
Yeah.
Not to laugh and make short and make
not at all.
situation,
No,
but I understand what you're saying to give people perspective. Yeah.
I mean, remember the brother in what was it, Valdosta, Georgia, found rolled up in the wrestling mat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the gym. Yeah.
And they claimed that he was trying to get his shoe from the bottom of the roll, right?
Come on, man.
All the blood had drained out of his body and organs was
man.
missing. So
Come on,
the time of death, cause of death, none of that could be determined. And then you find out the boy who is being accused, the undertones of guilty, his father is part of the FBI in that region.
See? Tied in, man. You got to know how to move in these streets, man.
Yeah, it seems like those people that were enslaved to build pyramids have moved into the organ business.
Levantine Laboratory is full of melanin. Melanin supplements.
Yeah, what? Because that, like down in when I was in Tijuana, I was sitting there talking to a dude at the park, and he just started talking about how these folks have a syndicate of hospitals down there, and they snatch children and they take organs. That's word on the street, no matter where you go, and everybody ain't lying.
Right. I mean, it's a market because you got the what we just talked about. You got the super wealthy who don't feel like waiting on a donor list.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it depends on, you know, your health care is, you know, your health depends on how much money you're able to, you know, what your economic status is, man. You get the best, you know, well, somewhat of the best. You get first choice, shall I say, when you're dealing with dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, that's fucked up, man. You talking about they snatching babies.
Hey man, they're talking about there are folks out there having children off
Just
the books
just
to have
harvest, just to
organs
harvest.
down
Yeah.
the line. I mean, if no one has a record of your birth, then you really don't exist, and nobody looks
man,
for you when you go missing.
Didn't
You
they?
know?
Didn't they
what-
just stop Roe v. Wade? Didn't they just overturn that? God
Yeah.
dang, everything is time.
Wasn't there a town in Texas where that was actually like notably going on not too long ago?
Well, I don't know.
Either of you heard about that?
I
We'll
wouldn't-
have
I
to
wouldn't
look
put it-
into it further.
Yeah, won't put it past it, man. Won't put it past it. I mean, that's just how that goes, man. I'm sure they've been doing it. You see the movies that's out there where the parents gave birth to one kid and the one has a defect, and the doctor's pretty much saying it has to be a bloodline, and they actually give birth to another one so they could get the cells out of the umbilical cord or whatever, but yet it leads to other shit. Yeah. That's how that goes, man. They're doing that now. So
yeah, it's a weird world we're living in.
Rest in peace to the young brother, man. But PSA to all those others: stay your ass out of Idaho by yourself.
If she can't use your comb,
stop, man. Stop, man.
Motherfuckers.
Poor child, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, on to my man Eric Holder, which is so strange every time I hear his name. So Eric Holder is the
I
man
think about the
who was
Department of
accused
Justice.
Yes.
And Eric Holder is the man who was accused of murdering Nipsey Hussle. Yeah.
AKA
so
Shitty Cuz.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's his name. But I was watching Vlad and he was talking to an attorney, and there are folks that are, sticking to the street code saying that they're not going to testify. A motherfucker who was there who got shot. Wow. Now he's pretty much recanting, saying, I don't know what you're talking about. And it was like, dude, that's not snitching. There's no code for this one, man. That's the dude. Just go ahead and say what it is and be done with it. And also, I guess his defense team can use that he was in like a psych ward before this happened, like recently before it happened, and was getting electroshock treatments. I mean, he wasn't in there. I didn't even know that shit was still legal.
Man, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, but they were hitting him with that and coming off that, and then on the heels of somebody calling you a snitch. Hey man, it may be triggering. So I don't know, but they said this dude may have a fucking defense with guys not testifying, and if his public defender goes back and check his damn medical record.
That's so strange, man. Because as soon as you mentioned like those treatments, I start to think about Manchurian candidates.
Oh,
but I mean, sticking to that street code, man. I mean, not snitching.
When you got shot
in that life, if I was in that life, and motherfuckers care more about you not snitching than this dude getting off. You got to make smart choices. If you rep in that neighborhood, you ain't moving anywhere.
Yeah, I understand that, but this is like I said, he wasn't a factor. You know what I mean? Who's gonna ride for Shitty Cuz? You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean. This ain't no Tekashi 6ix9ine shit where you just testifying and you bringing down a whole set. This is this motherfucker who's batshit crazy. And he shot you too. Like, yeah, that motherfucker, him right there. He the motherfucker who shot me. He the one who killed Nip. Done. Ain't about no code on this one, man. It's like, man, y'all gotta figure this shit out, man. It makes no fucking sense. And it's damn near on video.
And maybe they got plans for homie. I don't know.
He's not going to get out because he's a felon.
Okay.
He's what I'm saying. He's not going to get out anyway. I'm just saying. when all that's lined up, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's like when dude be talking about shit. I ain't no snitch. I just gave him bodies of people who didn't, I know that are already dead.
Mm-hmm.
I gave them bodies that way. So do y'all consider that snitching?
Right.
So yeah, just be somewhat mindful of this shit, man. Because what's done is done. Dude probably never gonna see daylight again. So go ahead and just fucking roll that shit.
Do you think it's something is easy and it is? Do you think it's something that is as easy to swallow as just a neighborhood beef? The reason why Nipsey Hussle got killed, like, do you think it was?
You know what it is, man? It's as simple as what I was just talking about. This whole code about not snitching and also being labeled. You know what I'm saying? A fucking rat. Snitch, and that's what they said. He called dude. He told him, like, hey man, you can't be around here. I heard you been fucking with the police. Get from around here. Dude dip back, go get the tool, come back and start dumping. But yeah, it's just as simple as that. Some fucking hood politics shit. This dude who's, a wannabe rapper, go take out a future, icon, who was trying to transition. He died in the plaza where he owned his own business in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Literally died in the parking lot of his own, his own establishment. He bought the fucking building.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's some stupid hood politics when we all need to fucking grow the fuck up.
But now that's what I'm saying. Like Nip was on some big
yeah,
shit.
He was making moves, but
yeah,
still got his roots,
But he was looking into purchasing a large downtown property, right?
All that, everything.
And yeah, and then he just gets taken out by somebody that we shouldn't look twice at.
Right. And Katz was saying the dude should have never even been that close to him. That's
right.
how fucked up old buddy was, but he doubled back, and everybody was just like, who gonna fuck with Nip on his turf? One of the homies. That's who. You just gotta move a little differently, man. And that's why everybody is so frustrated. It was like, man, he got caught lacking. That's like getting caught out on your front porch. You at home, you really ain't thinking nothing gonna happen. He's at his own store. He was taking another dude who just got out of jail to his store to get him fresh. You know what I'm saying? Not only was he at his store, he was literally helping somebody fresh out. And here comes this knucklehead. And Nip was like, dude, I don't want that around my shit. Be gone.
Right.
Well, y'all know what I think.
What's up?
COINTELPRO. All over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but it was just sad.
Yeah.
It was sad, because everybody knew that he was on the bubble. I mean, he was on his way. I mean, shit, his fucking funeral was at the damn Staples Center. Like fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, man.
So what God damn it. I'd love to fantasize that this is a lot bigger than just some hood beef.
Hood shit. You disrespect me, I got to come back on your ass. We ain't scrapping. I got to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even, we could go over in the corner and catch a fade, be done with it. But dude went back to the whip, got the shit, came back and shot and just start bucking.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a hard one to swallow, man.
Still, and I still don't understand why it took it's been almost 3 years now. And now it's coming. What do you really have to prepare when most of it's on video?
And to think that this dude's about to walk too.
He may not walk. I don't think he's gonna get the time.
Walk on that charge.
Yeah. He's just not gonna get the time that everybody thinks he's gonna get. They may just fucking send him to a psych ward. Who knows? It's crazy because what? They just let old buddy out who tried to kill Reagan, right?
Yeah. What was his name? Winkler?
Fuck was his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They let him out, and the killer part was he was supposed to do a fucking show.
Hinckley.
John
yes.
Hinckley. He was supposed to do a show, but the venue got so much backlash and was like, yeah, we can't have you here. And they canceled the show. He's supposed to perform, do some shit. And like I said, man, you plead that, and plus he comes from money. He had good representation, and he really he did time, but it was in a hospital. See what I'm saying? It could go either way, man. You fucking try to assassinate a fucking president, and you breathe in free air. You know.
And dude was, we give him that. He was one of those, insanity pleas, right?
Something like, was that the dude who's fucking with Jodie Foster?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, seem to be there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers out there that love to assassinate people we love. Like there's no shortage of the crazy to do some unthinkable shit. I don't know, man. It just never sits well with me. I always tend to think that there's a bigger hand in there controlling everything, man.
Yeah, you want to, but you break it down to the last compound and realize it's just some hood shit. That's
fucking sad.
That's all it was. Just like, the whole, just think how deep everybody went with the Tupac killing.
Right.
And all that was some get back. That's all it was. Like, you put hands on my fucking nephew. Now we're going to have to kill you. Give a fuck who you a rapper. We in these streets. We're going to show you how we get down. You know what I mean? There's no lights, camera, action. That's it. And that's pretty much what happened. You had old boy explain the whole fucking situation. Now that damn near everybody in the car with him is dead.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And they still trying to get him up on charges. And he was like, man, I got immunity. But that's all it was. And we was like, nah, everybody's like, the conspiracy. Suge did it. Suge was mad that Pac was leaving. What dude would have somebody shoot up a car and shoot me in my fucking head? You know what I mean? What the fuck? I never understood that. Like, Suge was behind the whole deal. And I was like, no, motherfucker, I got shot too. Never understood that theory. And he was like, fucking Tupac was this cash cow. You don't do that.
Well, with you're worth more dead than alive, you might. But I don't go with that theory, though.
What's up, Miss AD? But yeah, man, I get that part, knowing that Suge owned his masters and all that stuff. But you saw how that ended. It's
right.
Snoop owned the masters now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or
how that twisted out. And he keeps saying that, and you got to watch the interview when Snoop breaks it down and tell cats, who's snickering, saying, he owns Death Row, but he don't own the masters. He broke that whole thing down like, motherfucker, I own. He's like, y'all have no idea what I own, but I got it. That shit's mine. But man, it's just it could come down to just the simple hood politics, and there's folks who this is their lifestyle, man. They live by a code, somewhat of a code. I just don't like when people say that shit and then they invite folks like Tekashi 6ix9ine in. And you so-called supposed to be a real one, and you got this Rainbow Bright rapper.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to represent your set. I was like, what part of the code is that? First of all, he ain't even dressed right. Look at him. Look at him.
Dressed right.
Yeah, he
on the set, and this is what we supposed to be about. This is what we supposed to represent. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Y'all let this motherfucker come in and do his fucking rainbow bright sprite shit and fucked y'all up. And talk about we don't know, he wasn't supposed to snitch. Look at him. That's what I understand. If there's a code, it should be a code. Like, motherfucker, nobody with rainbow hair should be in our set unless it's fucking George Clinton. Other than that, nobody with fucking rainbow hair. I'm sorry.
That's
man.
right. No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? If there's a code, motherfucker, enforce it to the fullest from top down. None of this shady shit. I understand, but it was fucked up because they got hoodwinked. They got addicted to the money. There's one of those that pay to play. Like, you got these entertainers now who's going backwards. Like the Chris Browns and the Lil Wayne, who want to represent and be in the gang culture now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's like, you already successful. Why the fuck would you want to go back and bang a set? You got the sales. You know what I'm saying? You established. Like the dudes was talking about when Pac came and started hooking up, with Death Row, and he was flexing extra hard trying to prove himself to these cats. It was like, time out, Pac. Dude, you just beat a case. You just shot like 2 cops in Atlanta and you got off. They were like, dude, there's no more gangster shit than that. You're good. You don't need to do nothing else to impress us, man. Just go in the booth. Do you, and let all this street shit, leave it to us. And that's what ended up getting his ass killed. He wasn't part of that life. He didn't understand the streets that way. He didn't understand that LA culture. Even though the shit happened in Vegas, you had LA brothers, who banged that line to the fullest and was like, oh, we're gonna show this entertainer what this shit really do. And that's what ended up happening, man. It was some gang hood shit that took out this icon for jumping into a fight that ain't had nothing to do with him.
What you thinking?
Another COINTELPRO hijacking.
Yeah.
No, for real. I mean, one of the first things, I think I mentioned this on the previous show. One of the first things we were trained in corrections, is we had to watch video and see news footage covering stories of people from the hood that had gone to the military and received various forms of training.
Yeah.
And then come back to the gang life and trained their comrades. And they were forces that couldn't be reckoned with by law enforcement. So the militarization of the police forces and all of that had a modicum of justification. That's why Farrakhan got involved. Farrakhan went to each city where gang violence, drive-bys, and those type of occurrences were regular and said, if you don't clean your damn self up, he said, Allah God is going to kill you along with this oppressor of yours. He said, you have to clean yourself up. He said, I can't do it. They can't do it. He said, you're at a point where enough is a damn enough. Yeah. He cussed them smooth, clean out and told them about themselves because they've been infiltrated. And it's obvious. It's not even like, it's like, what's really going on? Nah, you got dudes.
Yeah, we
the money to the ear. We've talked, we've talked about it, just a whole nother level of ignorance.
Yeah.
You just put a target on yourself, young man.
But that's like you said, this is the culture that we're in right now. I mean,
that's a false reality that we're accepting as real.
It's not that we're accepting it. It's that we don't own YouTube. We don't own this platform, but yet you can see what the numbers are doing on these videos from all these kids shooting videos, and they're heavily armed.
Yeah.
Heavily armed, but yet they don't shut that shit down. But let the Shoible Room / 3PMD say something a little funky about some horse tranquilizers. You won't see us.
Yeah.
You see how that go?
Indeed. And absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Also, though, they didn't remove the videos showing the young men recording law enforcement in Chicago dropping off crates and boxes of guns in alleyways.
See?
And then interviewing 13-year-olds that said, hey, if everybody got a gun and I'm the only one without a gun, what you think is going to happen to me?
Right.
You know, they are proactively creating this subculture within a subculture. We already had our own subculture. But like all those codes, all that shit's been dead. Not snitching. All that shit's been dead, fucking dead for a long ass time.
Especially since I'm a mafia buff. Since then.
Yeah.
When you got the bosses turning state's evidence, you know,
and
because
going
they don't
on Vlad.
Yeah.
I sat in the car next to him. Jimmy said, nah, I'm moving the back. The car got loud. He turned the radio up, blah, blah, blah. Pop.
Yep. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. These guys, I mean, because they feel they done did their time. They're on papers, you know, pretty much they got immunity.
And everybody's got a story to sell now. Now they can sell their story. I get it.
Exactly.
I get it. But
yeah, and we did the same thing. That's what happened. But karma's a motherfucker, man. Ask Alpo. You dig what I'm saying? That's you know, that's how that works. You know, you killed admitted to killing over 11 something people. And then you go back to the hood and you selling dope again, and you get shot because you smacked a young man, and he realized he couldn't, you know, he couldn't fight you. But he gonna come back dumping. It's a whole these old heads, man, be thinking it's sweet out here, you know, thinking you're gonna step back and be like, hey man, I'm so and so. These kids like, I don't give a fuck who you are. You know, I'll shoot you and sing at your funeral. These little dudes are not playing out here, man. Motherfuckers will be pissing on your gravestone, you know, a year later. You know, they're not playing right now. Man.
Cut your ring finger off in the casket, take it out.
Yeah.
Burn it in the ashes and light it up and
smoke it. Yeah, and smoke you. You know, but that's just what it is right now, man. It's a crazy time, man. I want the little motherfucker to call me whatever up under the sun. You know, I just like, you got it, young man. I know what you got. I know you got an extendo. I know you got a drum. I'm good. You got it. You right. I'm the bitch right now. You got it. I ain't fucking with these kids, man. I'll see what they listening to, man. I could, you know, I could read the room.
Yeah,
and that's what these cats coming home don't understand. It ain't like that no more. Nobody's gonna knuckle up. These little motherfuckers will air your shit out. But yeah, man, we can get off of shitty cuz.
Shitty cuz.
The Department of Justice.
Man, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Over and over again, we keep saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Except for Herogasm, the season finale of The Boys. Jesus Christ, this thing was so disturbing.
Oh my God. Yeah. They did that, man. They did. I wasn't expecting any of that. I understand it's a mass orgy for supervillains and apparently supervillains, because they was lighting folks up in that Joker, man. There was floating dildos that was just going to whatever, man. Yeah. So what'd you think of it, brother?
Yeah. Man, it was interesting, man, because you would assume that something like this would happen, especially considering the characters, because the characters are just completely bonkers. They're normal people, you know, and normal people are fucked up. So to see the Soldier Boy, the Captain America of the group, be the one who founded Herogasm, back in like World War II or some shit. And then have the Wonder Twins in there just keeping it alive.
He said, "Keeping it alive."
I mean, like these superheroes, these soups are nuts, man. They're absolutely nuts. And
dude,
love sausage. Love sausage.
Was like, that his name? The dude who opened the door with the
yeah,
okay, that had to be okay. I didn't know. Like, dude, is that his superpower?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess from what I've seen, Drews and Ob are the ones that's deeper into this shit than me.
No,
I caught the shit on Prime Video. You know what I mean? These guys reading comic books.
Yeah. So who's Love Sausage, man? Was that a real character for the Herogasm? Jay Drizzy?
You got me on that one. Honestly, I told y'all I wasn't gonna watch it. Okay, I do have to do a detraction. Man, P Valley is the shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. I take the niggerdom comment back. It's different.
I told you to give it a shot.
But it works.
Man.
It works.
Exactly.
It really works.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
That's all. Like I said, man, it's quite entertaining. You need that kind of distraction in this day and age. You need something like that to just be like, you know what? Let me tune out a little bit. Let me check this out. And it's just, it is what it is, man. I told you, this ain't that what you thought it was. I told you.
No, you were right. I can admit when I was wrong.
It's quite entertaining, man. But this shit, Ob ain't going there. He done with Uncle Clifford. He can't get past that, man. He can't get past that, man. That's just too much for him. I told him, I was like, dude, it ain't about him. No. He's just, you got to be able to look past that, man. You missing all the glory. It's a lot of glory. A lot of glory, baby. That's all.
Yeah.
What's up?
So what's going on with Soulja Boy? Because like he's got this ray coming out of his chest and he's taking people's superpowers and he's burning people alive with just like this heat blast coming out of his chest. And he burnt the skin off a love sausage. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, everybody was toasted.
Yeah, he fucked the party up. He blew trying to, he fucked the party up. But what's his deal with him blacking out and doing that?
I don't know. That's what I was hoping either Drews or Ob could tell us.
Yeah, I didn't understand what's the significance behind him hearing that song and then all of a sudden he black out. It's a song that triggered him. Then he fell out and then all of a sudden he just annihilated everything. That's what it was. It was a song, but they haven't tied into the significance of the song and why that's so triggering for him. But yeah, he was actually, what was that? He was trying to kill Homelander.
Yeah.
And yeah, it didn't go so well. Homelander got the fuck up out of there. But yeah, man, of course, Lady of the House.
Was it a familiar song?
I think it was an old song. I don't know. They're probably going to tie it in eventually, but that's what it was. It was a song, and he just like started falling out. He fell to his knees, and then all of a sudden, kaboom! He done blew up. What was that, Manhattan? So he went somewhere and blew up the fucking city. But back to that damn party, man. When dude. Who was that? The little dude jumped out. Yeah, Termite jumped out of old boy's body again, or whatever orifice, and he rubbed up against the black dude in his leather jacket and left a slick. It was like, what? Oh my God, what is that? Like, this is my favorite jacket. It's so sticky.
Like the dude bumped into him purposely too. You jump out of somebody's ass and then bump into somebody.
But it's Termite. We don't know which hole he came out of. So, all right. You could say ass. You could say whatever, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Say you don't know because they didn't show. They just showed him pop up. We don't know where he came out of. It was ridiculous. But then when he opened that door and that damn shower of semen hit my man from the from top of his crown to the bottom of his feet.
The dude got slimed.
Man, he got slimed, man. Nickelodeon style. Yeah,
look it up. You yummy brown bear.
God.
We watched it a couple times and didn't realize what the dude said afterwards. Made it even that much funnier, man.
Get up, you yummy brown bear. Oh my God. This is like you can't fight this dude, you can't shoot him. Right, you just got to be the dude that got slime,
man. And you got to keep telling yourself that's what it is, because that was a lot.
It was a lot.
That was a lot, man. That was like they took it there. That was a lot, man. God, that was nasty. These dudes, they took it there. Herogasm episode, highly recommended, folks. Yeah, the boys done did it again. Sorry, Drew. I don't know why you ain't on the series, man. What I don't know what's going on, man. You could do P Valley, but you can't do this, man. What's going on?
I'm gonna advocate censorship. I'm fighting the First Amendment. I was trying to fight it, man, but dang, man. Oh,
hey, the boys will take you there, man.
Yes, sir.
They find amazing and disgusting ways to top themselves every week.
Time.
Yeah.
Every time, man. And I quite enjoy it, man. It's a nice, quick, cheap way to escape. Yes.
Hey, but this was the end of the season?
Was that it? Was that the last?
Yeah.
No, that couldn't have been. That's the last episode?
I'm pretty sure, man. I didn't see any more listed on Wikipedia, but
come on, man.
You know,
they can't do that, man.
Wikipedia never lies, man. Wikipedia is the truth.
That can't be it, man.
Man, I think so.
What was that? 7?
Yeah, 7 episodes.
Oh, y'all killing me.
Let me see. I'm looking up on Wikipedia now. Mind you, my eyes are a year older, so it's gonna take me a while to see this shit. Yeah, 6 episodes.
Y'all motherfuckers.
They got us.
Dude, it was so open-ended.
Yeah.
So open-ended, man. I mean, it's a whole lot going on, and it's not even like nowhere near close to being tied up. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. See? All right.
How in the world can you make, like, season 4 is coming up, and they got like a year to come up with disgusting shit to shock us.
They done did Herogasm. What the fuck else they gonna do next? They didn't have the part. They can't do part 2 of this. They can't do another one, or can they? I don't know.
Like, how many superheroes died in Herogasm? You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
True. None of them have regenerative abilities.
I don't know.
Well, one did, and she lost it. The little Asian chick.
Yeah, that's the other thing with the chest ray.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on. Like, what's going to happen to her now? You know?
Asian chick.
That's it.
That is a superpower, isn't it?
That's it, man.
Nah.
Yeah, it is a superpower.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, Jay, you got to get on it, man. You read the books, man. You can't watch it in real time.
I can't watch it in peace. I got too many little ones, man.
Got you. I got you.
I'll be cussed out. Did you let them see? No, I didn't let them see. They walked in right at the most fucked up part.
Right.
Wait a minute. They can watch this at home. If they can go to school and get shot, if we're mandated to send our children to go to school and get shot at, they can stay at home and watch Herogasm.
No, distance learning.
There you go.
Distance learning.
That's it.
Are you homeschooling your kids?
We will be.
Okay.
I've been. That's been my desire and effort since day one for all of them. But you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Mom was like, "No, get them out the house. Get them gone. Get them gone. We just need space. Just get them gone. We'll worry about it.
And I'm like, no, because if somebody cuts their hair, puts a dress on the wrong person,
it's gonna be a problem.
Oh, it's beyond a problem. It's
gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a lawsuit.
It's gonna be a smacking.
Got you.
It's gonna be a lot of Will Smithing.
Will Smith, and that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
What did a 5 finger say to the face?
Unity.
Best skit ever. Best skit ever. All right, man.
Pure genius.
What we got, Mr. Tank?
Oh, we got the last one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah, the one that should be. It's not necessarily am I the asshole, but it should be.
Yeah.
I try to lighten it up on the closing, man. Try to just not. This ain't funny, but switch up a little bit. Go for it.
The bride asking sister with dwarfism to be the flower girl slammed as insulting. So this woman asked her sister with dwarfism to be the ring bearer the flower girl at her wedding. Can you imagine you being a family member of somebody with dwarfism? You're supposed to be the understanding party.
Yeah. But the thing is that she asked not just her, but her boyfriend, who has dwarfism too, to be the ring bearer.
She's the asshole.
Hey, yes. Do you mind standing on top of the cake? Before they cut it, we want photographs.
And the sister who's normal doesn't understand why her sister with dwarfism feels some type of way. And she's like, I'm fucking 30 years old. What the fuck is wrong with you? And mind you, she's the only one in the family with it. Some cold game, man. Cold fucking game. And while you're at it, could you get your boyfriend on, put him in a little tux too?
You guys would be so cute together.
See?
Shit,
Fuck family, man. Fuck family.
What they used to say,
they hurt you the worst, man.
What they used to say in the family fucking faster than your friends will.
Yeah. And that's what happened, man. I mean, I read it and I laughed, and then I had a little compassion. Like, man, that is so fucked up because she's the only one in the family with it. And again, she's like, I'm fucking 30. What the fuck is wrong with you? They got kids in the family, but the kids are taller than everybody. So it wouldn't so-called fit the ideal role of a flower girl. But my old ass sister and her boyfriend.
They said initially they thought they were going to be asked to be groomsmen and bridesmaids. not to do roles of children.
What I can't help but drawn to mind when I hear this is that scene in Baby Boy when Ving has him choked up.
Yeah. Jody. Go ahead and cry to your mama.
You just want a nigga with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Strike number 3.
Yeah.
What?
But God, lack of consideration and to even think of something like that. No matter what, man, it's still your sister. You know what I mean? And she's an adult. And and you playing into that stereotype.
We represent the lollipop.
Wow.
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop. Because
no, you're not.
There's little people and then there's dwarfs.
What is the difference?
Height.
Yeah.
That's
height.
it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's height.
The proportion, the dimensional proportions as well, but I won't get into that because I respect all people, little people especially. That's not an easy thing to deal with in our society.
Facts.
Yeah, it really is.
For this wasn't even am I the asshole? I put it in there as this because the sister who asked the other sister to be the Flower Girl most definitely is a fucking asshole
Mm-hmm.
for even thinking something like that. You know, that's cool. I don't even know where the sister that was asked to be the Flower Girl, where she fits in the like big sister, little sister, as far as the age range or whatever. But I'm pretty sure, I think I read that she's 30. She's in her career and her boyfriend is in his career too. They're both, doing their thing. And here comes, sister asks, "Hey, could you wear this outfit?"
Well, I mean, it's almost like the prom pictures where they say, "Hey, could you put this new song for just 5 minutes?"
I get that, man, but this is something. Come on, man. This role is specific for
the Lollipop Guild.
Wow.
A toddler, not a Lollipop Guild, because those are adults. We're talking about a
Wizard
toddler.
of Oz themed wedding. Come on, man.
You hope that these little kids could just walk straight down that damn aisle. Not a 30-year-old with a 401k and an IRA.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Come
true.
on, man. That's demeaning.
It is.
But it's just fucked up, man. And like you said, man, family will fuck you faster. That's what it is.
I just wonder what she's like. Like, is she the ditz that? Oh my god! I just thought that would be so cool. Didn't you think that would be cool? Oh no! Oh, that's offensive.
It's not like she just
is she clueless or
I don't know, like
cruel or
did it just hit you that I'm a dwarf?
Right.
Or is it convenient for you? We grew up together. And you never asked me to do no little people shit before.
I know what you're thinking, Ted.
But
don't
now,
even say it. Don't say it.
Your big day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cold. Some cold game.
What's
your thoughts? What's your thoughts, Mr. Tank?
Is dwarfism that big of a handicap?
It's not a handicap. It's a sign of disrespect when you play into the stereotypical roles. That role is for who, Tank?
Yeah, it's for children. It is for children.
You're talking to a full-grown female and male.
Yeah.
Adult, no matter what. Come on, man. That's all. That's all. Like I said, man, it's the principle.
Very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful.
It's just sitting there like, the bridesmaid, you have to, it's not a fucking roller coaster. There's no height requirement to be a fucking bridesmaid. Come on, man. What did she
if she was going to be at the end, in photographs anyway, might as well make her a bridesmaid. A flower girl too. You know what I mean? Like it'd probably just work out well for the photos. And she's probably jealous. Like dwarfs get way more dudes than regular sized women. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
everybody wants to have sex with a dwarf.
No, midgets.
Same. Well, maybe it's not the same difference.
No, because
when I talked to Greg the Pimp in Federal Square, I said a Puerto Rican midget. He came back specifically with a Puerto Rican midget, not a dwarf.
And what Jay said earlier, it's the proportions.
Yeah,
you've seen the ass on a midget.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. We all have.
All right, man, that's enough.
Walk away here with all that fine. I'm not making no jokes, man. Midgets are fucking sexy.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
it's
I
the
hope they don't
proportion.
take the last personal. I just was trying to make a little levity of the situation, but it is disrespectful.
That's all, man. That's all.
I'm saying the sister is probably jealous that she got all the dudes throughout her life, being half a woman.
And yeah, that's it. I'm done with you on this.
Hey man,
let's not say half. Let's say half the height of
half the height of
not half a woman.
Yeah.
That's all. But very disrespectful, and like you said, just utterly clueless. I hope she's just clueless. I hope so
too. I hope she's not cruel.
Yeah,
and just
certain people, because certain people do have blind spots, and I'm learning that. They you know, just don't want to go ahead and brush folks off and be like, man, you just fucking stupid. No, they genuinely have blind spots,
Like,
and they just don't see what it actually looks like.
Like when you're in a restaurant and you pull the chair out for an 85-year-old white woman and she says, "Oh, you're such a nice colored boy."
Yeah,
blind spots.
That blind spots, yeah, just certain folks that were of a certain time and set in their ways.
Yeah.
You know, I did that.
We are those people now. You realize that we are those people now. I went to the pharmacy the other day.
Yeah.
I went to the pharmacy the other day and I grabbed some nicotine gum, right? Because I got this thing for nicotine gum. I love nicotine gum. I don't know why. Not to stop smoking, because I love
nicotine.
Anyways, so I go to pay for it, right? And I hear the voice of the person who's like, "Hey, are you ready to ring out?" And I say, "Yes, ma'am, I am." You know, this motherfucker comes around the corner looking like Pat from Saturday Night Live. And it's obviously a fucking woman with a name tag that says he and him, and gave me the look like I done fucked up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we are those people.
We got to.
And I wasn't even thinking about apologizing. Fuck you. I'm supposed to think that you're a goddamn man from around the corner. You know, first of all, you're not a man, okay? All right, you're not a fucking man. All right, second of all, nigga, you got the voice of a lady. All right, draw a goddamn beard on your face if you want me to think that you're a fucking man, and then speak with some bass in your voice. Other than that, I'm gonna assume you're a fucking woman. All right, and when you come around the corner looking like a fucking woman, you know, just because you're wearing a name tag saying that you're a fucking man, don't make you a woman. All right.
Or
we are that we're at that age.
Gotcha.
Happy 44th birthday, motherfucker. I'm sorry.
We're gonna make sure we get Tank's gum online from now on. You ain't allowed to go to the store and do that. But yeah, man, I guess you said, you know, I had to I saw some lady, she was stuck somewhere in a wheelchair, and I was helping her up the ramp. And she's talking to me, we're going back and forth or whatever. And she said, you know, she hit me with you're very articulate.
You dress so nice.
And
you're
I wanted to turn around and push her back down the damn ramp, but you know, I was raised right. And I just kept it pushing, was like, thank you. And just pretty much just let her keep babbling until I got her to her destination, just trying to be nice. But yeah, you know, stupid shit, you know, blind spots. Like, don't hear how shit sound. Yeah, they don't hear how
sounds like that stairwell was a blind spot. Was there any cameras?
I always assume, man, once I leave the house, man, it's lights, camera, action. It's showtime. So I can't.
Well, you don't live in Atlanta.
Yeah. I move a little differently these days. I act accordingly once I open up. I cross that threshold from the crib.
Very wise, very wise.
So you're very articulate, though. That's
you're so
whether or not it's racist or not. But
it just
hit so well spoken and clean too.
Yeah, it just never comes out right, even if it is sincere.
Smells like Irish Springs. Yeah. That's it, gentlemen. Man,
that's it.
That's sorry. Try to end on a little lighter note, somewhat of a lighter note, something we could, you know, go back and forth on. And again, it wasn't necessarily just about this incident. It's all the other blind spots and people just not being mindful of the situation at hand, like, dude, and being considerate of other people. That's all.
Man, what you sipping on, Mr. Winky Dinky Dog?
Rolento. It's a Nerello Mascalise Terra Sicilian. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but yeah, man, it's going down.
All right. I like it.
What the fuck was that? All I know is grape or red.
Sound like some red grape from the earth of Sicily or something.
Something. Yeah. I don't know, but it's cool. It's going down, man. It ain't Boone's Farm. We good. But yeah, man, gentlemen, thank you again for another great session.
Indeed.
Our brothers take care, and yeah, again, happy belated to my bros.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You know, we celebrate the whole month, man. Y'all ride out. You know, the first is on Friday. Y'all still got a couple days to do y'all and get it in, man. So definitely celebrate your time. And till next time, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Love y'all, man.
Deuces. Love you too, brother.
Peace and love.
Mr. Winky Dinky Dog.
Winky Dinky.
Can I get you a whole cake?
Hoes got to eat too.
It's a new thing, Bobby. Okay. I don't want you to miss it.
Am I half on it? Yeah. They give me half a hot dog.
No, you already ate half my hat.
And for y'all who don't know, we're talking about Hollywood Shuffle. And
Hollywood Shuffle.
And another tidbit on that guy the big guy on that show, whatever. You know, that's Robin Wood.
Robin Harris's brother.
Robin Harris' brother.
Yeah. Tiny Harris.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he didn't live too much longer after Robin, did he?
I don't think so. I remember him, you know, from House Party, but yeah. Yeah.
Do you know any jokes? What if I don't know any jokes? What if I'm not funny? Well, then lights out, cakes on the griddle, and you are degrees.
Wow, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's dope.
That's one of the funniest scenes, man.
Dope. Gentlemen, peace.
Peace.
Peace.